Good evening, class. So today I'll be taking the last session for this season for that. So we had covered a lot of topics in that, depending right from number system to permutation, combination, time, distance, mixtures and allegations, and numerous topics in DI and LR. So how I have structured today's classes, I've taken some of the questions which are very relevant from that perspective, but does not come under a particular category, or it comes under a particular category, but the percentage of those questions appearing in that examination is not that much. So I have designed a miscellaneous class for that. So I'll be taking around 10, 12, 13 questions for today's class. So I'll be covering those topics. So just to give you a feel that you don't be left out on the type of questions that might be appearing in the ZAT this year. So we'll start today's session, but before I start the session, let me ask everybody. So am I audible enough, everybody? Okay, you can see the screen, and okay, I'm getting that. Okay, let me do one. Yeah, everybody, can you see the screen? Okay, great. So the screen is okay, audio is okay. Everybody has received the question sheet. I had sent the question sheet because I don't know what is happening from Mindworks side. So a lot of times they have not able to send the question sheet. So I have sent it to all the email IDs that has been shared with me 2 days back with you guys only when you didn't receive my question sheet for one of the DI session. So similarly, let us start today's session. So I'll give you 5 minutes to solve first set. First set has 5 questions, a kind of a LR question only, but it has 5 sub questions. So just read the question and try to solve this in next 5 minutes. So 10 will review this and will solve along with you. And also, meanwhile, if you have any problem in the type of questions, or if you want anything to be improved upon, so just share your comments or whatever you feel like you can in the chat window you can share, because this is the last session, so it will be helpful for me as well as for you. If any of the questions or any of the things that I had undertaken in the last few weeks for that, if you have not understood, you can clarify right now. So I won't be able to answer everybody, but on case to case basis I'll be able to rectify your problem or solve your problem. So let's solve first 5 questions then. Sridhar, and for everybody, all the questions which I undertake here is uploaded on the website. So I record this video and this is being uploaded on websites. So you can go and visit there as well if you have missed some of the sessions. Okay, I believe time is up, so I'll solve this question. So I can see nobody has attempted this question till now. So because I have not got any response from any of the attendees today, so let us solve this question. So they are saying question number 1 to 5. Read this, answer those questions. So what it says, 9 boys A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I are to be divided into 3 groups such that each group has at least 2 boys. The boys sit on a symmetrically placed chairs around table numbered 1 to 12 around a circle. Thus the groups thus formed by removing exactly 3 chairs out of 12 mentioned chairs. Okay. Each boy must face the center of the table. Okay, great. Further information is given. Seat 12 is removed and A occupies seat 1. Either C or D was sitting opposite to A. Okay. E and F occupied seat number 3 and 9, but not in necessarily same order. G and H were in the same group and B and I are in the same group. Okay. Let us first see what it says is each group has at least 2 boys. Okay. And they are the number of boys, total number of boys is what? 9. So each group, so total number of boys that needs to be sitting here is just a minute. I think there's a problem with my light pen. So okay, got it. So the number of students are 9, seats are 12, 3 needs to be removed, and 3 groups are there. 3 groups are there. I'm putting all the data in perspective, and each group should have at least 2 boys. If that is the case, then there will be what? 2 conditions. One, the groups will be 3, 3, 3. Other, the group will be 4, 3, 2. These are the only 2 conditions that are possible. See here. It can be 3, 3, 3 and 4, 2, 3. Okay. Now they are saying all the guys have to be in symmetry. That means the group should sit together. Groups should sit together. So 3 will sit, then there will be a chair gone. Then 3 will sit, then there will be a chair gone. Then 3 will sit, then there will be a chair gone. Okay. Similarly, 4 will sit, then a chair gone. 2 will sit, then a chair gone. Then 3 will sit, then a chair gone. Okay. X here is the number of chair that is removed. How we are coming on this? Seat number 12 was removed and A occupied seat 1. So seat number 12 is removed and this is occupied by A. So we'll go to question by question. If it is known that I occupied seat 2 while B and H were not sitting opposite to each other, then which of the following cannot be true? Okay. So seat number 12, there is no one. A, obviously it's given, is occupied by seat 1. Now it is saying I occupies seat 2. I occupies seat 2 while B and H are not sitting opposite to each other. Okay. I occupies seat 2. A is given. Here either C or D is sitting opposite to A. So either C or D. So C or D here is sitting opposite to A. Manik, it means out of 12 people, only out of 12 chairs, only 9 people are there. So 3 chairs need to be removed. Then only those 9 people can sit there. The numbers will be there, but the chairs will be removed. Got it? And the group means there will be 3 groups that needs to be made. The 3 groups will be made in which at least 2 boys should be there in 1 chair. See, if you see the conditions, then only if this conditions need to be satisfied, only 2 ways it is possible. 2 ways it is possible. It is 3, 3, 3 and 3, 3, 3 and 4, 3, 2. Okay. See, and why 5 to 2 condition cannot be satisfied? Because seat number 7 and seat number 2 has to be, seat number 7 and seat number 9 has to be occupied, If that is the case, in that case two people cannot come. So 5 to 2 will not be possible in that case. So only two cases will be possible, 333 and 432. Got it, Cotness? Okay, let me go ahead. Okay, now it is saying if I occupies seat 2, and then it is saying E or F occupied seat 3 or seat 9, so 3 or 9 here, and G and H are in the same group. G and H are in the same group, B and I are in the same group. Okay. Now, according to this, it is saying I occupied seat 2. If I occupies seat 2, A already occupies seat 1, third seat has to be occupied by E or F. So this case 1 will not satisfy in question number 1. Why? Because B has to be in the same group as I. If B is in the same group as I, so one of the group the number of members in one group has to be 4. So only case 2 is applicable in question number 1. So we'll take question number 1. Case 2 is only applicable. In case 2, we'll take 4, 2, 3. So in 4, 2, 3, A is here, I is here, E or F is here, and B is at number 4. Now C and D, C or D has to be opposite to A. Okay, is opposite to A. F or E has to be 3 or 9, so 3 here, 9 here. What else is left? G and H has to be in the same group. If G and H are in the same group, so G and H can occupy only this place, because otherwise in none of the group 2 places are left. So G and H has to be occupying this place. And okay, also it is written H is not sitting opposite to B. So H has to occupy number 11. It cannot occupy number 10. So G will be at number 10. H will be at number 11. And what else is there? Yeah, C and D. So C and D, if C and D is here, so D and C has to be here. D oblique C has to be here, because this is the only one left. So this is the possible condition that will come for question number 1. Now it is saying C and D are in the same group. Cannot be true, it is asking. So C and D are in the same group. Yeah, C and D are in the same group. Nobody was sitting opposite to D. Nobody was sitting opposite to D. Obviously in one condition nobody will be sitting opposite to D. Okay, in one of the condition it will satisfy. C and E are not in the same group. Obviously C and D are in the same group, so C and E won't be in the same group. C is sitting opposite to H. Okay, so C is sitting opposite to H. In none of the condition it is possible that C is sitting opposite to H. So we'll go ahead and mark option number D. C was sitting opposite to H. Cannot be true. So C was sitting opposite to H will be our answer. Got it, everybody, or anybody has an issue with this? You need to understand this in order to move further for question number 2 and 3. So if anybody has a confusion, he can raise right now. Okay, I believe everybody is clear then. Now question number 2, it is saying if C and E were in the same group, then which of the following cannot be true? Okay, if C and E are in the same group, So in this case, C and E are in the same group. C and E are in the same group. So one will be ACE. Okay. Now G and H has to occupy this place. D, either C or D is sitting opposite to A. So C is in this group. So D has to be opposite to A. D has to be opposite to A. Okay. E and F occupies seat E or F. So E occupies seat 3. So F has to occupy seat 9. F has to occupy seat 9. G and H are in the same group. So obviously G and H, if they are in the same group, so they can occupy only 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Why? Because B and I has to be in the same group. So 10 and 11 has to be occupied by either B or I. And one more condition can be in which 10 or 11 has to be occupied by G and H, and 5 and 6 will be occupied by B and I. So these two conditions will prevail here. Everybody clear with this? See, we have two conditions here. GH we are left and BI we are left, and two places we are left, two pair of places, 10 and 11, 5 and 6. So we'll have two cases here in this. Now what is the question? Which of the following cannot be true? B and F are in the same group. B and F, so B and F are in the same group, so it is true. It is true. Then G and I are sitting opposite to each other. G and I are sitting opposite to each other. So yeah, one of the conditions, G and I will be sitting opposite to each other. E and A are not in the same group. E and A has to be always in the same group. That is the condition starting itself. So option number C will never be true. Option number C will never be true. We will go ahead and mark option number C here. Everybody clear with this? Okay, then I'll move ahead if everybody is clear with this. So question number 3. C was sitting immediate left of A while H and B were sitting opposite to each other. Also H and D were not in the same group. How many of these following conditions can be true? Can be true. So A is at 1, C is at 2, C was at 2 because immediate left of A. So C is here, so D has to be here. D has to be here. Okay. Also H and B were sitting opposite to each other. So H and B has to be opposite to each other, and B and I will be together. So B and I will be together. B and I will be together. And E and F will occupy 3 and 9. 3 and 9. So we'll put F, E and F. So they'll be, now it is asking what? How many of these statements will be correct? Number of boys common to B's right and H's left was 3. Okay, B's right and H's left will be, number of common boys to the B's right and H left will be 3. So So this will be correct. Obviously B's right is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3 and H's left 1, 2, 3. So this will be correct. Nobody was sitting opposite to G. Nobody was sitting opposite to G. Obviously nobody was sitting opposite to G. So that is also correct. E and I were in the same group. E and I were in the same group. No, this cannot be case because E can be in this group or E can be in this group. So E and I were never been the same group. So first two conditions are correct. Seat 4 was removed. Yeah, seat 4 was removed. So we have three statements which are correct. So we'll go ahead and mark option number D. Clear everybody? Okay. Which seat definitely got removed? Okay. So let's go to case first one, case 1 and case 2. So if we see which seat definitely got removed. So apart from 12, seat number 8 will always get removed in these two cases. Here seat number 4 is removed, here seat number 5 is removed. Seat number 12 is already removed in both the cases. So seat number 8 in both the cases are removed. So seat number 8, option E, will go ahead and mark option number E. If C and D were sitting next to each other and B was sitting in immediate left of A, then which of the following cannot be true? Okay, C and D are sitting next to each other. So case 1 will not follow, only case 2 will follow. Only case 2 will follow. Since B is sitting next to A, so it must occupy seat 2. So I will occupy seat 4. C. If C and D were sitting next to each other and B was sitting to the immediate left of A, so only the second case will be followed. So in the second case, so we have A here. Now it is saying E or F is here. Okay. C and D were sitting next to each other. B was sitting immediate left of A. So B is sitting immediate left of A. So I has to be here. C and D are next to each other. B. Okay. So C. Okay. Cannot be true. Okay. What else condition we have? We have here. First one we'll see. G and H were in the same group. G and H are in the same group. So where will be G and H? G and H will be here, 10 and 11. It will be GH or HG and CD or DC. Okay. Okay. So this will be our condition. Now it is saying, okay, question number 5. Which of the following cannot be true? So B is sitting opposite to H. So it can be true. B is sitting opposite to H. I was sitting opposite to G. I was sitting opposite to G, so this can also be true. H was sitting next to E. H is sitting next to E, so this can also be true. Nobody was sitting opposite to H. So in one case it was true, other case it was false, so it can be true. None of the above, so obviously option E will go. Sorry, in option A, B was sitting opposite to H. No, B is never sitting opposite to H. B is here. B is here, so B is never sitting opposite to H. So option number A will not be true. We'll go ahead and mark option number A. Clear, everybody? Everybody is clear with this? Anybody wants me to repeat this question? Okay, I believe everybody is clear. So let us move to question number 6. I'll give you 2 minutes to solve this question. Question number 6. Let's review it at 10:35. I think you guys are not solving this question along with me. So are you not able to follow up what I'm saying, or you're thinking that you can do it afterwards? So let me solve question number 6. So question number 6, what does it say? A function f defined on the set of real numbers is such that it satisfies fx minus 1 plus fx plus 1 is equal to fx. Also f minus 2 plus f0 is equal to 0, where f0 is greater than 0. What is the number of integer values of x belonging to 100, 50 and 115 such that fx is greater than 0? Okay, so if you see this function, what is the function that has been given? Fx minus 1 plus fx plus 1 plus fx plus 1 is equal to fx. Now the period of this will be what? Period will be 6. How we can find out is put these values. Put x is equal to say 0. So f minus 1 plus f1 will be equal to f0. Put f is equal to 1. So f0 plus f2 will be equal to f1. Put f is equal to 2. So f1 plus f2 is equal to f3 is equal to f2. Put f is equal to 3. f2 plus f4 is equal to f3. f is equal to 4. So f3 plus f5 is equal to f4. f4 plus f6 is equal to f5. Now if you just do cancel everything, so what you will find out is f3 you can cancel here, f4 you can cancel here, f5 here, similarly f2 here, f1 here, f0 here. Okay, so you can see that you'll get f2 is equal to minus f5. Okay, and f3 is equal to minus f0. In the last equation if you put, so f6 will come out to be f0. That means every six condition, after every 6 iteration the value repeats itself. So that means the period of this function is 6. And by the way, you can also remember this, that the period of this is 6 whenever this function appears. Now let us plot this on a number line. So let us say this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is 0. When we plot this on a number line, so this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have this. Okay, Sakar, you didn't get how we got this, no, this value. Let me give you a much easier way to solve this. Some of you didn't get how I got the period as 6. So let me open one more. Let me show you how we. So fx minus 1 plus fx plus 1 is equal to fx. Okay, put x is equal to 1, so f0 plus f2 will be equal to f1. Okay, so f2 will be equal to f1 minus f0. Okay, similarly put x is equal to 2, so f3 will be equal to what? f2 minus f1. Okay, or f2 will be equal to f3 plus f1. Okay, so this two you can equate, this two you can equate, so what you will get? f3 is equal to minus f0. Got it till now? Now move to this place. Now let us say f3 plus f5 will be equal to f4. Okay, f2 plus f4 will be equal to f3. Okay, so with this what you can get? f2 is equal to minus f5. Okay, f4 plus f6 will be equal to f5, so f6 will be equal to f5 minus f4. Okay, which will be equal to what? f5 we know is equal to minus f2. Okay, f4 is equal to f3 minus f2, so it will be minus f3 plus f2, so f2 will be cancelled, so f6 will be minus f3, which is equal to f0. So now we can say that the period of fx is 6. Got it everybody? Got it, sucker? I'm doing nothing, just putting the values of putting the value of x in the equation. Okay, now moving on here. So just plot this graph here. If we plot the graph here, so what is given? f0, one more condition is given here. f minus 2 plus f0 is equal to 0. So f minus 2 is equal to minus f0. So that is what it is. Now plot this graph here. So it will be 101. If we extend this graph, 102, 103, 104, 105, and so on. So the graph will be okay, so something like this. So if x belongs to 100, 115, so what it is asking? The number of integer values of x between 100 and 115. So integer value will be what? 102, 103. integer values of x will be what? 102, 103, then 108, 109 and 114. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 positive integer value of x. So we'll go ahead and mark option number D, 5. Got it? If anybody has a problem, raise it right now. I'll repeat it once again. Okay. Question number 7 and 8. See graph part, let's just see. If it is cutting at 102, so if you extrapolate it, so it will cut at what? It is cutting at 2, then 5, then 8, then 11. So similarly it will cut at what? 101. Simple AP it is. So you can just see that it will cut at 101. And then if it is cutting at 101, then it will cut at 104, 107, 110, 113, then 116. So you have to take just values of where it is not 0. So it is not 0 at 102, 103. So it will not be 0 at 105, 100. It will not be. It will be positive. It is not 0 and it is positive. So see, let me plot it. That is even better. So 105, 106. This is 107, 108, 109. This is 100. This is 110. 11, 12, 111, 112, 113, and then this positive part will be 114. Okay. See sucker, it will cut at -1. Why? Okay, let me take question one by one. Manik, see, these part will be positive. What we need to say that why it will be positive? Obviously, this will be positive. Okay, and see what it is saying is f0 is greater than 0. It is not negative. And also it is saying that if f0 is greater than, if f0 is greater than 0, that means f0 is positive. If f0 is positive and f minus 2 plus f0 is equal to 0, that means 0 has to be here only. Let me explain once again. See, there are few so a lot of people have a problem that how we have got this graph, how this graph has come. So let me explain this graph once again. see, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, so now there are few conditions. Period of fx is equal to 6. Period of fx is equal to 6. This we know. Okay, again what we know is f0 is greater than 0. Okay, so we know f0 is greater than 0. Okay, also what we know, f minus 2 plus f0 is equal to 0. Okay, so that means what? That means f0 is equal to minus f minus 2. Okay, that means, and f0 has to be positive. F0 has to be positive. F0 has to be positive. F0 has to be positive, and f0 is equal to minus f minus 2, minus f minus 2. So f2 will be something here, f2 will be something here. So the graph can only be possible like this. Why? Because the period also has to be 6. So these three has to be there in order to make the period 6. So graph has to be something like this. This can only be possible condition. Still anybody has a problem? Why we have cut at -1 and then cut at 2, then cut at 5? Got it, everybody? See, ask right now. Don't have any confusion for this. I'll explain once again. Saundar, clear? Manik, clear? See, integral value, we have to find the integral value. That is the condition. That is what we have to find out. See the question. Let me explain once again. Sakar, why have taken integral value? See the question. What is the number of integer values of x belonging to 100 to 115 such that fx is greater than 0? That is why we have to take the integral value. And Saundar, let me explain this part once again. Period part once again. So what we are saying, this is our primary function. Okay, fx minus 1 plus fx plus 1 is equal to fx. Now put x is equal to 1 here. So f0 will plus f2 will be equal to what? f1. Now put f is equal to 2 here. This only change it. So f2 will be equal to f1 minus f0. Now put x is equal to 2 here. So f3 will be equal to what? f2 minus f1. Okay. So f2 will be equal to what? f3 plus f1, f3 plus f1. Now f3 plus f1 will be equal to f1 minus f0. Why? Because both are the values of f2. So f3 is equal to minus f0. Got it till now? Now put x is equal to 4 here. So f3 plus f5 will be equal to f4. Put x is equal to 3 here. So f2 plus f4 will be equal to f3. So f2 will be equal to what? Minus f5. Minus f5. Now put x is equal to 5 here. So f4 plus f6 will be equal to f5. f6 will be equal to f5 minus f4. Okay. f5 minus f4. Now f4, the value of f4 you can calculate from this. Take the value of f4 will be f3 minus f2. F3 minus F2. So minus F4 will be minus F2. Minus F3 plus F2, and F5 we can take from here. F5 we can take it from here. So minus F2 cancel, minus F2 cancel. So F6 will be equal to minus F3. F6 is equal to minus F3, but F3 is equal to minus F0. So F6 is equal to F0. Got it, Saundara? C. Okay. Why it cuts only at -1 and not any other value between -2 and 0 like -0.5? How will it? How will it? Just tell me how will it? See, if it is saying that f minus 2 plus f0 is equal to 0, okay? Anandan, 6 is the period of it. If period means the value repeats after 6 values. So that is what is happening here. 3, then again 3. One crest of 3, then trough of 1 crest of 3, trough of 3, crest of 3, trough of 3. So it will be a periodic function with a period of 6. That is what period means. Got it? Okay. I believe I'm able to answer. I have answered most of the questions. So everybody is clear with this question. Let me move ahead then. Okay, 7 and 8 you can solve these questions. Let's solve question number 10. Now, when we have taken more than 20 minutes to solve one question, so we'll solve question number 10, 11, 12, 13 we'll solve. Question number 10 and question number 11. Just take 1 minute to solve this question, then I'll review. 10:59 it is, 11 o'clock we'll review. Okay, let me review question number 10. So question number 10 says the registration number of Lisa's car is 10-digit number. Though she forgets the last 4 digits, she can recall the product of those digits is an odd number, which has more than 2 factors. So how many trials would guarantee her access to the online details of the vehicle? Okay. So our Lisa, what happened to Lisa? Yeah. She forgot the 10-digit number. She forgets last 4 digits. So last 4 digits. Okay. She is saying that product of it is a odd number, which is possible how? When all 4 are odd number. When all 4 are odd number, then how many of them value then they can take? All can take only 5 values. So total odd products possible will be what? It will be 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. So it will be 625. Okay, now she is saying the product of those digits is an odd number which has more than two factors. Okay, which has more than two factors. So odd products which has less than three factors. Let's find out. Less than three factors will be what? It will be log 4 into 311, then 4 into, just a minute, 4 into 5111 and 4 into 7111, and the last one will be 1111. So how many ways we can have? 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12 plus 1, 13 ways in which the odd products is less than 3. So the number of trials will be what? Number of trials will be trials will be 625 minus 13. This is equal to Manik, why I left 9? 9 is product of 3 and 3. So you cannot take 9. So 612. So we have 612 ways. Got it, everybody? See, these 4 has to be odd numbers. So total number of odd products will be 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. That will be 625. So we found out how many odd products will be less than 3 factors. So 3111, now it can be arranged in 4 ways. So 4 into 3111, that means 4 here. Now again 5111, so it can be arranged in 4 ways. So 4 here. Then 7111, we can arrange it in 4 ways. So 4 here. And 1111, that is only one way it can be arranged. Then only it will be less than 3 factors. So we have missed out on 9 because 9 is a factor of 3. 3 square it is. So 3 into 3 it is. So it will be greater than 3 factors. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12 plus 1, 13. So we have 13 ways. 625 is the total. So minus 13, there will be 612 trials that will be needed to find out that number. Okay, got it, everybody? Clear? Okay. Let us solve question number 11, a easy question. So you're getting good questions today, so I'll put a easy question here. So this is one of the easiest question. So in a B school, 60% of the students are male, 60% of the total students are engineer, at least 40% male students are non-engineers. If the total number of female non-engineer students as a percentage of total number of male non-engineer is X, then what is the maximum possible value of X? Let us put all these into perspective. So whenever you get questions like this, just take the total number of students. Total number of students, let's say, is 100. Okay. So males will be what? Male will be 60. Female will be 40. Okay. Okay. Now minimum number of non-engineer males, minimum of non-engineer males will be what? 40% of it, 24. So maximum number of engineer males, will be what? 60 minus 24, which will be equal to 36. Okay. So maximum number of non-engineer females. So maximum number of non-engineer females will be what? Non-engineer females will be 40 minus engineer, minimum number of engineer females, and minimum number of engineer females will be what? 20. It will be 24. So maximum number of non-engineer females will be what? 16. So required percentage is what? Maximum number of female non-engineers. Maximum number of female non-engineers, that is 16, upon minimum number of male non-engineers. Minimum number of male non-engineers is 24 into 100. So it will be 66.67%. We have option number E, 66.67%. We'll go ahead and mark it. Got it, everybody? Everybody understood it? Okay, let me move ahead then. So question number 12 and 13 I'll solve. So A and B are real numbers such that the value of this is minus 6. Then the value of A plus B is what? Okay. Okay, this is our expression. So let me solve this. So our expression is A square plus 5B square plus 4AB minus 6B plus 3. So which can be again written as A square plus 4B square plus B square plus 2 into 2AB minus 6B plus 3. So it can be written as what? A plus 2B whole square plus B square minus 6B plus 3. Okay. Which can also be written as what? A plus 2B whole square plus B minus 3 whole square minus 6. So it is saying the value of this expression is minus 6. The value of this expression is minus 6. So value of this expression can be minus 6 only when, how can it be possible? A plus 2B is equal to 0 and B minus 3 is equal to 0. That means, which implies B is equal to 3 and A is equal to minus 2B is equal to minus 6. The value of A is minus 6. So now it is asking what? The value of A plus B. A plus B is what? Minus 6 plus 3. So it will be minus 3. We have an option minus 3. We should have. Minus 3 is option number E. We'll go ahead and mark option number E. Everybody understood this? Okay, let me take the last question for today. So question number 13. All possible 6-digit numbers are formed using 1 1 2 3 4 5 exactly once. All these digits are arranged in ascending order in a row to form a single number. What will be 1730 1730th digit from right? Okay. So what is the first thing we'll do? We'll find out how many digits will be there. So let us see this question. So total number of numbers, total number of numbers that can be formed with this will be what? 6 factorial upon 2 factorial? It will be nothing but what? 6 factorial upon 2 factorial, which is equal to what? 360. Now the number of digits in this 360 numbers will be what? Each number is of 6 digits, so 6 into 360. It will be what? 2160 digits will be there in that number. Okay. Now it is asking 1730th digit from the right. Why will go that way? We can go on the other way as well, no? That means 1730th from right is equal to what? 2160 minus 1729, which is equal to 431st digit from left. Okay. Now let us find out. It's the same thing, so we'll find out now. So it is saying it has to be arranged in ascending order. So let us find out how many numbers starts with 1 1, because that will be the smallest. So 1 1 will be what? 4 factorial, so 24 numbers. Okay. So number of digits will be what? 24 into 6, which is equal to 144. Okay. The numbers starting with 1 2 will be what? 4 factorial, so 24. Number of digits will be 24 into 6, 144. Number starting with 2 4, it will be what? Sorry, before 2 4 we'll go to 1 3. So 1 3, so 24 again. So number of digits will be 24 into 6, it will be 144. So total will be what? 432. If you combine these three, so how many digits it will come out to be? 432 digits. So 432 digits will be there. And what we have to find out? 430 first digit. So 430 first digit will be what? See the the last number will be what? 135421. Okay. So 437 first digit will be what? 2. So 2 will be our answer. We'll go ahead and mark option number. We'll go ahead and mark 2. Option 2. Yeah, option B. We'll go ahead and mark option B here. Everybody understood this? Anybody has a problem with this question? Okay, great everybody. So with this I'll wrap up this class as well as this session for that. So I'll only say best of luck and prepare hard for this examination. Just go through all the question sheet that I had shared along with the answer sheet That will be of great help if you do it correctly. So a lot of questions on the same pattern is going to come in that examination. So just try to solve those questions, and a lot of questions that you have from Arun sir or from internet or anywhere, whatever place you get it. So practice hard. Best of luck. Do well. Okay guys, thank you everybody. Sakar, the answer solution sheet will be shared in a day or two, tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So thanks everybody. Good night. Best of luck.